what's up, guys? Russo and Jordy, Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we got some NBA plays for you. It is December 7th. The month is flying by.
It is.
We got 7 games on board, and we just went with 4 plays. Didn't get into demons today. We're going to finish this video and jump right into NFL because we're really stoked for NFL Sunday. So we're going to get into demons on that slip. Or on that video. We'll put together a 6-man for you guys, and we'll go over some demon plays as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop us a comment if you have any questions about plays, or if you have your favorite play you want to share with the community, throw in the comments. And don't forget to like the video. You guys have been slacking a little bit, but it's cool. We'll let it slide this time, but hit that like button. We want to talk briefly about our partners. Our featured partners are Parlay Play, Betr, and Underdog. If you use code BACKDOOR at any of these platforms, they're going to hook you up. For Parlay Play, you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100, plus a free promo slip. So you get to lock in a full slip instead of a free play, which I think is pretty cool they do that. On top of that, for Parlay Play, if you sign up and use our code there, we're going to give you 30 days in our premium Discord as well. You just got to email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. We need your Discord username, your Parlay Play username, and then we will get you locked in. It takes less than 24 hours. We just get the list from them of everyone who signed up, and we can send you the link for the free month. For Betr, you get a $200 deposit match, plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And then for Underdog, you get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. All the details are below if you want to sign up for any of the platforms or partners that we've got. So yeah, it was not a good day yesterday for us. My plays did not do good. Kind of a learning curve, a little bit of hindsight came along with mine. The only guy who cashed for me was the Gershon, who Boston Nick still hasn't let me know if I'm saying that right. But he went for 23 PRA. He hit his regular at 17.5, and he hit his demon as well. Everyone else, no bueno. Clint Capella, 4 rebounds. Dude, yeah. And then Vucevic goes for 13 points. It was just not my day. For the demon. Oh, sorry. I was going to say for the demon slip, we didn't cash that Mo Wagner block. Julius Randle went for 29 PRA. It was just, Jonathan Isaac didn't play. So yeah, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, well, yeah, you did better than me still. So it was an even worse day for me. Yeah, just horrible outings. I mean, all across the board. I feel like everyone that the majority of the people I feel like were on at, towards the end of the day, just kind of underperformed. Like Sabonis's assists, his points and rebounds seemed like the play to take right now, because he went for 16 boards and 20 points or something like that. But of course the assists, last time he took his points, he screwed me on that. And now his assists, I took it over 5.5. He went for 4. I loved that matchup too, high pace in that game. Then Randall obviously did not hit either. We took him for over 19.5 points. He had 16, really close on that one. And then Brook Lopez didn't even he was just doing cardio in the first quarter, and wasn't even trying to shoot the ball. I mean, there was so many times where he could have just turned around and laid it up, but he just was passing it, and the guys kept breaking shots. So he got 0 PRA in the first quarter, and then ended with 2 rebounds, 3 assists in the second quarter. So we only got 5 of that 8.5 PRA in the first half we needed. So it was unfortunate. Just not a great outing yesterday, but we've been really close. So one bad day out of the bunch is not horrible, but never want to see a day like this again.
No, that was a rough one. Yeah. I do feel good about these plays today. I'm such a big Cade Cunningham fan now. That one game, that last game, I always liked the dude, but my God, that was awesome. So I'm running it back with Cade, going over the 37.5 PRA. Give me a little bit of everything, because I watched what he did to Boston, and I'm like, this dude is a certified baller, and I've been sleeping on him. I knew he was good, but man, this dude is going to be, I'm a huge fan. That was an amazing performance. But so yeah, I'm taking him over 37.5 PRA. I got that on Parlay Play. On Betr, it's at 38.5. I'm still taking it. Underdog, 38.5. I'm totally comfortable taking it. And then, they just took away Missi on Prizepicks. Did you do that to me, Prizepicks? No, it's still there. They must have gone away and then come back. My other play is going to be, is it Yves Missi?
I think so, yeah.
Boston Nick, you're slacking, bro. Need you to tell us how to say these players' names. Yeah, I'm taking him over 8 rebounds. Love this play. On Underdog, we're getting it at 7.5, which is awesome. And then Betr, it's at 8.5. Or no, the Betr doesn't even have his rebounds, but I'm happy with the points rebounds on Betr. 17.5, taking that for more. And then parlay play, the rebounds line is at 8.5, and I'm going to take that. They've got the 7.5 too if you want. It's a 1.54x, but I think, if he cashes on these others, he's going to have to get to 9. So give me that 1.91x for 8.5. I'm pretty confident he's going to at least get us 9, but if not double digits. So what are you going with, Jordy?
Yeah, so for me, I'm taking Herb Jones for over 10.5 points and assists. And then I'm taking this Daniel Gafford for over 1.5 free throws made on Prizepicks. On Betr and all the other platforms, they do not have the 1.5 free throws, so I'm just going with Jaden Ivey's 1.5 3-pointers made. I love this play every time it comes out at 1.5. So I'll kind of break both of those down. But the one I really like is on Prizepicks with the Gafford 1.5 free throws. So just as a pivot on the other platforms, I like Ivey.
Okay, cool. Well, let's start breaking it down. Let's see who I got up first here. Looks like Missi. So yeah, this dude has been he's got a lot of potential, pretty impressive on the glass for a rookie, but he's cleared this in 8 out of his last 10 games, the 7.5 anyways. So 2 of those hits on here he went for 8. So that would be a push for Prizepicks today. But he's got back-to-back games with 12 boards. So his last, he's very capable. He's cashed for us before in the past. The matchup doesn't scare me. I know it's Oklahoma City, so it's all things kind of make you tremble a little bit because that team is just, they're probably the best in the West. Do you think anyone's better than them in the West right now? Am I missing somebody? Jordy stepped away for a minute. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, 18th in rebounds allowed to centers. Let's see here. Averaging 27 minutes a game, 18.9 rebound chances a game over this last 10 game stretch. So he's exceeded, 7 out of his last 8 games. He's averaged 10.1 rebounds in 7 out of his last 8 games. So feeling pretty solid about this. This is one that I'm not stressing at all. If we take a look at daily grind, they've got this, other than his fantasy score under, they really like that. They like his rebounds going over 8 as the best play on Prizepicks for him. 52.99% odds to hit the over, minus 131. And yeah, the platforms where we're getting it at 7.5, they're so juiced. Outlier has it at a minus 175. But yeah, we got a minus 165, minus 155, minus 166. So they're really expecting it to go over. Caesars has it at 8.5, and they still have it favored slightly to the over. So I'm feeling great about this play. And then where you got to take his points rebounds, at least the 17 flat on Prizepicks. For Betr, it's 17.5, but they've got the 17 favor to go over, 51.12% odds to hit the over, minus 123. So yeah, it looks like some of these platforms that are offering it at 17.5 are just kind of a 50-50 shot. But I feel like, let me actually pull that up for you guys for the actual points rebounds. Yeah, so he still cleared that in 7 out of his last 10 matchups, and then 4 straight games. Then if we take a look at the head-to-head, because he did play them already, he played great. Just on November 13th, he played against OKC, and he went for 10 points and 10 rebounds. So he cashed both the rebounds line and the points rebounds line last time he matched up with them. Let's take a look here at this over-under, see what they're expecting. I bet you it's like a 10-point spread at least, because OKC, oh no, wow, a little bit closer. 222.5 over under. OKC favored by 8.5, playing in New Orleans. So yeah, dude's been getting the minutes, and yeah, I mean, like, gosh, Valanciunas has not been cutting into his playing time. Actually, what am I thinking? I'm thinking of the Wizards. Didn't Valanciunas go back to the Wizards?
I think so. It's either there or Detroit. I can't remember.
No, I think he's playing with the Wizards. I was thinking of last year. But he's got a rookie playing ahead of him, right? Isn't that who Alex?
Alex Sarr.
Yeah, he's been taking the lead there. Valanciunas hasn't been getting minutes again, which is kind of a bummer because Jordy and I are like fans of Valanciunas, but dude's getting like 15 minutes a game. All right, let's talk about Cade Cunningham. Again, I'm such a huge fan of this guy. Like, okay, so he starts this last game against Boston. So if you're worried about this matchup, just think about the fact that he just played Boston. In that last game against Boston, he got 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes, played like 9 minutes total in the first half, and I was absolutely sweating. I was just like, bro, this is because we took his rebounds and assists. I took his PRA demon in that game, and he ended with the first half with like 4 rebounds and assists. And then he came out and he went for, it looks like they did a little stat correction because originally he was telling us 24 rebounds and assists. He went for 23 rebounds and assists, 27 points. He just was lighting them up. Like, they were down by like 18 at the half, 18-20. And they kept just hanging around. It was such a good game. So yeah, he went for 9 rebounds, 14 assists, and 27 points on Boston. There was no Drew Holiday or Jason Tatum in that game, but still very impressive performance. So in this matchup, 11th in points allowed, 2nd in rebounds allowed, and 20th in assists allowed. The rebounds, statistically are tough against New York. They're number 1 in rebounds allowed. We have a soft spot here for assists and points. But if we take a look at the head-to-head, I think it looked pretty decent. So last time that he played them, he did not clear this, and that was on November 1st. He went for 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I think this game was a blowout, though. Yeah, 128-98. So hopefully we don't have another blowout, but I mean, that dude looked like he turned a corner in that game against Boston. So I'm just like staying in the flames here, hoping that momentum will transfer into this game. He's playing in New York, 224 over under. New York favored by 8. And Detroit has like really stepped things up this year. You love to see it. Like after that terrible year last year, the new coaching staff is really turning the ship around quickly. I just want to take a look real quick at away games, see how he's been doing on the road. Not bad. 4 straight wins on the road. And that game against Boston was in Boston. So fun. So I'm going to be watching this game close because that was just like legit fun basketball. So yeah, his last 4 games, were those all on the road? Let me just take a look here. No, they weren't all on the road, but yeah, I mean, these last 5 that he's cashed, he went for 41, 42, 44, 41. And then that last game against Boston, he went for 50, even with a really slow start to the first half. That was like, I bet you 75% of those numbers were in the second half. So feeling great about it. Let's see if we have a note from Outlier. Okay, so here's a little note. Take a little bit of caution. Cade Cunningham has failed to exceed 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 10 of his last 13 games versus top 10 defenses for points allowed. He's averaged 34.2 over that stretch when he's playing against top 10 teams for points allowed. And we can see on Outlier, they're just barely in that top 10. So doesn't scare me. I'm taking this. I'm going to believe what I saw in that last game and keep running with it. So Daily Grind loves this play as the best play for Cade on the board. On Prizepicks anyways, 37.5. They've got that at a 53.05%. Odds to hit the over, -132. FanDuel has this up at 38.5. FanDuel has it slightly favored to the under, nothing to be too scared about. But everyone that has this at 37.5 is favoring it to go over. So it'll probably be close, but I think he's going to get in the 40s. I think that this is going to be a different situation than last time he played them. Let's look at the injury report real quick. So we got Jalen Brunson, game time decision, Cam Payne, game time decision, And then Karl Anthony Towns, as of 2 hours ago, is officially questionable. Something dealing with his right knee. So Towns hasn't been listed on the team's injury report of late. So this knee issue appears to be a recent development. So usually that's not good. When you get like a last minute injury and they're questionable, you're leaning more towards them not playing, but we'll see. This is going to be a fun game though. So feeling good about this one going over. Both of these. If you guys want to check out Outlier, we can't tell you how awesome this app is. It's so awesome. They cover everything. All these different statistical categories. You can take players in and out of the equation if you know guys are going to be out. This Sir Thompson, he's a game time decision. So I can just click that, take him out of the equation, and I can see what Cade has been doing without Sir in the game. So it's awesome. Yeah, they cover all these different stats: 2-point percentage, defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, pace of play, points in the paint, fast break points, like everything. So if you guys want to try this out, you can try it for free. They're hooking up all of our viewers. So just go through the link below for Outlier, and you don't have to put in a code. You just sign up through that link and you get a week to just enjoy this and see if you like it. So that's going to cover my plays. I'll pass it over to Jordy.
All right. Yeah. So to get me into mine here, I've got this Herbert Jones over 10.5 points assists. I feel pretty good about this line. If you look at the head-to-head here, he's gone over this 6 out of 7 times, 6 straight in his last 6 matchups with OKC. So clearly he does well against this team. Obviously, 4 of these games were in the playoffs, I believe. So because they're all like back-to-back-to-back, so they had to have been a playoff game. But, this year, he's only played the 5 games so far. He just came back from injury. But he's hit this 2 out of 5 games. This last game he had against Phoenix on the 5th, he went for 17. He had 12 points, 5 assists. So looking pretty solid. They actually beat the Suns in that game. So Herb Jones is going to bring a lot of value back to this team that's very banged up. And great matchup. He's matching up. I don't believe he'll have Lou Dort on him, who's a really good defender. I seen this thing the other day that OKC setting like some sort of record, like historical record for like being the youngest and best defensive team in like the last however many years or whatever. But we all know that the OKC's defense is really solid, but this is the one soft spot in their defense is to small forwards. 29th in points allowed, 23rd in assists allowed. So decent little matchup for Herb Jones here. Obviously, he's done well against this team in recent history. Excuse me, my throat's dry. Last year, he hit this a whole bunch of times against him. So hopefully he can continue that streak. This is the first time they're matching up this year with him being, at least Herb Jones being healthy. And hopefully he can get this done. So, over the year last year, he hit this in 56 out of 82 games. So he's perfectly capable of hitting this line. It's pretty low for his standards. His points assists are usually up at like 12.5, 13.5. So to get this at 10.5, this is usually what we're getting his regular points at is 10.5. His regular points are at 8.5. I think they bumped him up to actually 9. So getting the points and assists, he does do a lot of assisting. So getting all of this in one is actually a really good deal. So I'm stoked to get all this in one big bundle here. So points assist over 10.5 I feel good about. Daily grind is not. It is a minus 122 to go under, so go with your gut, but I feel pretty good about Herb Jones in this matchup to go over this. So gonna be taking that one over. Daniel Gafford's free throws, I just think this looks pretty solid. The dude's super aggressive on the glass. He does get fouled a lot. 1.5 is not asking much. He's done this in 13 out of 20 games this year already. And in the head-to-head, he's hit this 2 out of 3 times. And, I think it looks pretty solid. This year, he's hit it in 14 out of 22 games. So pretty solid here. The last 5 games, he's hit this 4 straight games, 2, 5, 3, and 4. So he's playing pretty solid ball. And that's only at 15 minutes, 18 minutes in some of these games. So, no crazy injuries that are going to affect him too much. It's not like Lively's hurt or anything. Lively's been playing really good ball, but so is Gafford. So when he comes in, I do like this to go over. I think he's aggressive enough to get at least to the foul line a couple times, or at least once, to try to cash this. So if we look at the free throw percentage on this team, they are free throws allowed, they're ranked 30th. So Toronto's a little handsy. They're definitely fouling a lot. They're giving up 21.2 foul shots per game. So I do like this. Pace factor 12th versus 13th. So fast pace. Sometimes there's more fouls involved because, you know, they're fouling on the fast break or whatever it may be. So stupid gnats like flying in my face. But yeah, that's gonna be that play. There's not a whole lot to talk about. He just needs to get fouled and make 2 free throws. You can see there's a little insight here. Daniel Gafford has exceeded 1.5 free throws in 6 of his last 7 games versus bottom 10 defenses for free throws allowed. He's averaging 2.9 free throws per game against the bottom 10 defenses in free throws allowed. So if we take a look at that, 6 out of 7 games against those bottom 10 defenses and free throws allowed. So I think it looks solid. I'm going to be rolling this. And then for that pivot for Jaden Ivey, you know, he's been a little cold lately, but he still hit this in 12 out of 23 games. He's just taking a whole bunch of attempts still. 4.9 attempts per game, shooting 39%. So he is making almost 2 per game. You know, I think this looks great. Excuse me, I got to sneeze, I think. Nope, went away. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, in some of these games, like you see these attempts right here. Let's go to his last 5. He's still taking 8 attempts in some of these games. So Cade Cunningham coming back has obviously kind of halted the crazy attempts we were seeing him taking in the beginning. But still, 5, 8, 8, 3, 3, like that's plenty for him to get this done. It's just 1.5. He's shooting 39%. So we just need him to take the attempts tonight. Great matchup. 20th in 3-pointers allowed to shooting guards, 16th. So he's got a good matchup here. We just need him to get hot from the 3 line and start hitting these. So I like this play. I'm going to be taking this one over as well for sure. So for that pivot on the other platforms where we can't get the Gafford free throws, I just didn't feel good about any of Gafford's other stuff really. So I do like this Jaden Ivey threes. You know, shocker that I had to sneak a 3 prop in here on you guys. But if you want to check out Daily Grind, actually let me pull up Jaden Ivey on here and I'll show you how this works. So if I type in Jaden Ivey, it'll pull up all his lines. You can see right here, they've got the 3-pointers juice to go over, 51.33% chance and a minus 123. So that's awesome. It just vetted my play for me. This points rebounds at the top over at 18.5. But if you guys want to check this out, this is the optimizer from Daily Grind. It will help you cash more. It's really good. This and Outlier go hand in hand. They're perfect to use together. It kind of helps you balance between both and really figure out what you want to take. If I take Jaden Ivey away there, you can see the top play today is Hartenstein's fantasy score under. Obviously a little sketchy, but the top over on the day is SGA over 41 PRA. They always love SGA to go over something. It's a minus 140, so go with your gut on that one. But yeah, this is what DG is. So if you want to check this out, go to dgfantasy.com, use code BACKDOOR at checkout, and they'll give you 25% off that first purchase. And then we're also partnered with Chalkboard. So if you want to check out Chalkboard, they're going to have a ton of specials going on for today and tomorrow for the NFL and NBA. Probably more than 6 specials, I imagine, on the board. So if you want to check that out, go to Chalkboard, use code BACKDOOR to get 100% match up to $100 and a free play to help you cash your first slip. They have awesome alt lines. You can bet as low as $1. You can do all those things. So it is really fun to play over there. So go check out Chalkboard. I'm going to pass it back over to Russo now.
All right. I'm actually looking at Chalkboard's promos right now. Looks like got to be close to 20 specials
That's
today.
crazy.
Yeah, they got college football, NFL up already. They got boosts, discounts, NBA, NFL, college football. They got you covered. If you guys want to come join our Discord, we have a lot of fun. You can use that Parlay Play promo and get a free month. We actually we're stoked to announce we actually were able to lower the price. So used to be $19.99 a month. We dropped that down to $12.99. So that'll be the price moving forward. If you guys want to jump in, you just go to Patreon. You sign up there because that manages the subscriptions for our Discord. And once you've signed up there, you go into the settings on Patreon and you go to connected apps in the menu bar, and then you just log right into your Discord. It'll unlock everything for you. We're also on social media. We have X, TikTok, Instagram. We're just at BackdoorFS on all of those. If you want to come follow us, we have all of our personal socials down below as well. If you want to follow us, say, hey, we'll talk some sports online. But yeah, this is going to cover everything for the NBA video. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're about to dive into NFL, and we're going to be going much harder in the NFL. So can't wait to be talking some demons and some six-man slips. So stay tuned for that. But good luck on the NBA today, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Good luck, guys.